Have you ever caught yourself analyzing someone's tone more than their actual words? They say, "I'm fine," but your brain immediately starts searching for hidden meanings. It's like you become a detective in a low-budget crime show, overanalyzing every clue. A simple sentence suddenly feels layered with secret intentions. And instead of feeling calm, you feel alert. Maybe you've also felt that small knot in your stomach when someone gets close too fast. When things move quickly, your guard quietly rises. We're told that trust is the foundation of every healthy relationship. So if something feels unstable, we assume the other person must be the problem. But what if the story is more complicated than that? What if trust issues aren't only about them? What if your brain is simply trying to protect you, even if it does it awkwardly? And once you understand that, everything begins to shift. Trust issues rarely appear out of nowhere. They grow quietly, like cracks in a wall that began forming years ago. Maybe someone once lied to you after promising they never would. Maybe you opened up and were met with silence, ridicule, or betrayal. Your brain, loyal as a bodyguard, took careful notes. Neuroscience shows that painful experiences activate the amygdala, your brain's alarm system. Those memories get tagged as danger. So when something even slightly similar happens again, your brain pulls the fire alarm, even if the situation isn't truly threatening. Not to sabotage your relationship, but because it remembers how much it hurt before.
And here's the twist. Your brain isn't focused on fairness, it's focused on survival. If love once felt unpredictable or conditional, you may have learned that connection equals risk. So when someone shows genuine interest, your nervous system doesn't just feel warmth, it feels exposure, vulnerability, and the possibility of loss. It's like standing at the edge of a swimming pool again, remembering the last time you slipped. If the water is calm, your body still tenses.
Trust issues are clever. They rarely show up openly. Sometimes they disguise themselves as overthinking. You replay conversations at 2 a.m., analyzing pauses, emojis, even punctuation. Other times, they look like emotional distance. You keep people at arm's length, not because you don't care, but because you care too much. Psychology calls this confirmation bias. Your brain searches for evidence to support what it already believes. If you believe people leave, your mind quietly gathers proof. A late reply feels like fading interest. A canceled plan feels like abandonment. The story writes itself, and you become both the narrator and the anxious reader.
What's fascinating is that trust issues aren't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes they move quietly, almost invisibly. You might test people without even realizing it. You might open up, then instantly regret it and pull back. You might even choose emotionally unavailable partners because that pattern feels familiar. There's a strange comfort in predictability, even when it hurts. Your brain often prefers a known discomfort over an unknown possibility. It's like replaying the same sad song, because at least you know every lyric.
But here's something important. Having trust issues doesn't mean you're broken. Often it means you were hurt and you survived. Your brain adapted by building walls and becoming hyper-aware. From an evolutionary standpoint, that actually makes sense. We're wired for belonging, but we're also wired to avoid pain. When those instincts collide, it can look like self-sabotage. You crave intimacy, yet you fear it. You want reassurance, yet you doubt it. And carrying that tension every day can feel incredibly exhausting. There's a neurological loop happening quietly in the background. When you anticipate betrayal, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol. Your heart rate rises and you shift into vigilance mode. That physical tension can make neutral moments feel threatening. It's not just in your thoughts, it's in your nervous system. Over time, calm can feel unfamiliar, while chaos feels normal. If love once came with tension, you may confuse intensity with passion and stability with boredom. So when something healthy appears, it can feel like something's missing, when really it's just the absence of anxiety. Trust is deeply connected to the need for control. If you've been blindsided before, you may believe that analyzing and predicting can prevent future pain. You try to prepare for every possible outcome, but relationships are naturally uncertain. You can't audit someone's heart like a bank account. That lack of control can feel terrifying. So you either cling tighter or detach sooner, both ways of managing uncertainty. And sometimes those strategies push away the closeness you truly want. Let me ask you something gently. When you struggle to trust, are you reacting to who this person is now or who someone else was in your past? This is where self-awareness becomes powerful. Cognitive psychology explains that we rely on schemas, mental templates about how relationships work. If your schema says, "People eventually hurt me," you'll filter ambiguous behavior through that belief. The goal isn't blind trust, it's updating the template. It's learning to ask, is this fear about the present moment, or is it echoing the past?
Maybe the real psychology of trust isn't about blind faith, but about understanding why you hesitate and honoring your past without letting it control your future. It's about allowing caution and courage to work together instead of against each other. Imagine experiencing closeness without the constant shadow of fear. It's possible, slowly, gently, step by step. If this resonated with you, think about what your experiences with trust have taught you about yourself. Do you tend to lean towards suspicion, or do you usually give people the benefit of the doubt? Stay curious about your own mind and emotional patterns. The more you understand your psychology, the more freedom you create in your relationships and in yourself.